So here's my lawnmower, and I must say that it pretty much blows at cutting grass. I have to hit the same spot like 3 times for it to even do a clean cut. Well, part of my problem is I have my lawnmower set on the highest level because I don't really like it to cut my grass too short. And this causes a problem because it likes to blow the grass down, missing some of the strands. It's infuriating, and it's time to fix this problem. As far as lawnmowers go, this thing's pretty much at the bottom of the totem pole, which means it's cheap, but let's see if we can improve upon this blade. So let's prop it up and remove that puppy. When you prop it up, consider this. Consider the direction of the flow of the fuel in the tank. Make sure that is in the opposite direction of your carburetor, so that way you don't flood the engine while you're trying to remove the blade. I'm using this C-clamp to stop the blade from turning so we can remove it. I've seen some people use 2x4s or whatnot, but why are you going to fight with something that could possibly fall out and hurt yourself? This seems to work pretty well for me. It's always a good idea to use lube on your nut, because no one likes a dry nut. It makes it easier to come out. But in my case, it's a bolt. When untorquing anything, remember, be careful. You are working next to a blade. Just slowly take it off, and voila, there you go. That blade is removed. Always pay attention how your blade assembly comes apart and goes back together. In some cases, you might need a breaker bar for those stubborn nuts. It's always good to have some PB Blast on hand to really break it free. Enough of that. Let's sharpen this biznatch. Transport your blade to a suitable, safe working area. I'm using this rickety crap that I have right here. Make sure you tighten it down nice and tight so it doesn't possibly fly out and hit you in the hoo-ha. As you can see, this blade only has about 4 inches of cutting surface, and as far as I'm concerned, that's not enough. I'm no engineer, but I'm pretty sure if we extend this cutting surface all the way to the middle, we can get a lot more efficiency out of this. I mean, just think about it. What would your wife say, 4 inches? I don't think so. Now we're going to flip the blade over and do our best to give it a serrated edge. You know that knife that your wife gave you when you offered to help make dinner and you ended up cutting yourself with it trying to cut vegetables because you're a man, you don't do stuff like that? Well, at least that's the logic I'm going for here. Oh, and by the way, I'm using an angle grinder with a grinding wheel, not a cutting wheel. And if you don't know what I'm using, then you should probably not do any of this, or you can just yell at me in the comments below. Like anything, when you apply friction, they do tend to get very hot, so allow sufficient cool time. Remember, these blades need to be symmetrical, so what you do on one side, you do the exact same thing on the other. Now, it's recommended that you balance the blade before you put it back in your lawnmower, but I really didn't do that, but I'll be covering this in another video. Okay, so now that our blade is all sharpened and ready to go back on our lawnmower, I hope you paid attention to how your particular blade came off, because they're all different. Now when you're putting it back on, make sure your C-clamp is back on the lawnmower, and that when you rotate it around, be very careful, because now that you have this sharpened Wu-Tang style katana blade, it's very easy to cut your hand. So be careful, torque it down, and then you're pretty much ready to go. Oh snap! Success! Dude, I wish I had one of those little horns, the ones you hear in the rap songs, the ones that go meow, 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 meow. That's really the sound that I want to make right now. I'm so thrilled. It's cutting like a champ.